Hey folks, in this video I'm going to be introducing you to multiband compression. Multiband compression can be kind of a daunting subject because it's got all of the complexities of compression, and then we're coupling it with another layer of complexity, which is making it multi-band. Well, what does that even mean exactly? A multiband compressor is where we take the entire frequency spectrum of a sound and we divide it. And then we apply compression to the divisions independently, meaning we could take a sound that's very complex, like a vocal or a piano or a guitar, whatever it may be, and we could apply compression only to the low end, only the bass, or only the treble, only the high end, or maybe a band in the middle. Let's listen to a record real quick, and I'll give you some examples of that. All right, so we've got a cool little 2-track beat here. I do have the independent track outs for it, but let's say hypothetically we didn't, and we wanted to start making some changes to this. Let's say, for example, we wanted to tighten up the kick independently, or maybe even just the low end in general. Well, we're not going to necessarily be able to do that only with EQ or only with compression. We could try, and we might be able to get somewhere, but we can't really reshape the elements. When we're trying to target something so specific, we might need to get sort of surgical with our approach. So I'm going to pull up a multiband compressor, bring in the FabFilter Pro MB, which is usually my go-to for doing kind of more clinical work here, because you can get very, very specific with what you want. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a crossover. That right here, this line, this is my crossover, and I set it to a frequency. So what I'm going to do is solo the crossover, and we're going to hear everything that's in this sort of slightly pink region. This is telling me all of the stuff that I'm targeting. So you notice as I'm moving the crossover higher, we're hearing more and more of the track show up. It's because I've got everything below the crossover as what's going to be my affected band. So now we're trying to target the kick drum specifically. We're going to want to tighten up the low end and make it a little bit more cutting, a little less sustainy. So let's go in here. Let's target just the low frequencies.